Well, if you're watching this video, it is 2018. Well, it doesn't mean it's 2018. That's when I made the video. But I'm not here today. And I know you're going through so much of separation anxiety because I'm not in your life, in your face, and I know how it is. I don't really know how it is because I'm always in my life and in my face. But I could imagine with having such a great, wonderful teacher like me, and I'm not there today to teach you that you're struggling not seeing me, or if you're at any other time watching this video, I'm probably sitting on my computer and telling you to watch a video. But it's now 2018, and so you're now watching this video. Well, the introduction is over. Special products, everybody. We are dealing with FOIL. FOIL was first, outer, inner, last. It is when we multiply two binomials. And we know FOIL is spelled FOIL, four letters, two binomials. And so today is a special way of seeing special products. So here we are. So the tendency that people try to do, don't write this down, is to take this two and say, hey, I'm going to distribute to you, and hey, I'm going to distribute to you, and we get a squared plus b squared. That is not correct because we know that if we square something, we're saying that this multiplied by itself twice. So this is what this looks like. Do write this down. A plus B, and I know I said this fast, somebody's going to do it. A plus B, probably Zach, And I'm going to try to keep my jokes to a minimum because I know y'all are probably dispersed and I don't want you getting in trouble. Because, it's hilarious. Okay, so FOIL, first, outer, inner, last. Let's change the colors for my visual learners. So this is A plus B times A plus B. Jane, Mr. O'Neill, you can't talk too long. You only got 15 minutes on this free version. All right, so A times A gives me A squared. A, that's first, outer terms plus AB. Inner terms, don't say BA, Zach and Keith, it's AB or Ty. It's always the boys, I don't understand. And then plus B squared. So special product is basically saying this is what's going to happen every time that you square a binomial, okay? This is what's going to happen every time you square a binomial. When you square a binomial, you're going to always end up having the first term squared. So we're just going to call that A. You're going to always combine your outer and inner terms, your OI, and it's going to be two of those. You're going to multiply them out like we did here. It's going to be two of those. So it's going to be two times your outer and inner terms, and then plus, I can say times two, and then plus your last term squared. It's going to always happen. Always, 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 always happen that way. So instead of just foiling it out and then combining, you can just basically say whatever your first term is, square it, plus two times your outer and inner term. So A times B plus two, which makes 2AB. And then take your last term and square it and be done. It's going to work every time. So let's try this. Okay, so we're going to move on and we're going to go to the next one. All right, so a plus b squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. We're going to do this one first. I always make to change the order, and I never remember to do this because we're used to seeing this. So a plus 3 squared is simply a plus 3 times a plus 3. Now, you can FOIL this out. I'm not. I'm smart and I just am. But I'm smart and I'm just going to do the formula. It says take the A term, it just happens to be A, so you see here, it changes down here, and square it. Take your AB term, which is your A, this is my A, little baby A here. This is my B, so y'all can see it. Okay, multiply them out. 3 times A is 3A, and then multiply by 2. 3A times 2 is 6A. And then take your B term, my B term, and square it. 3 squared is 9. Okay, so if you don't believe me, you don't write this down. Just do this. A times A is A squared. Yes, you can FOIL every time. Yes, you can FOIL every time. Yes, Zach. Yes, Zach. I hear you. You can FOIL every time. Why do I have to do this when I could just FOIL? Yes, you can FOIL every time. But if you're part of the smart crew is going to say, hey, I'm giving a shortcut. All I got to do is understand it. Yep, I can just do what the shortcut says. It gets you there every time. Right? Every time. It gets you there every time. All right, so this has already been 5 minutes. Goodness gracious, Mr. O'Neill, stop talking so much. Can't help it. All right, so I'm going to move to this one. Using the shortcut only, take your A term. This is my A. Put little baby A, little baby B, put them up there. Square it. So if I square x squared, I end up with x cubed plus 2 times 1, which is 2, times x squared, which is x squared, 2x squared, plus b, your b squared is 1. I'm done. Let's try one more together. Okay, so here we take our a term, square it. 2p squared is 4p squared. Take your a term, multiply it by your b term. So I have 2 times 4, which is 8. And then 8 times PR, 8PR, and then double it. So instead of 8PR, I have 16PR. Plus, take your b term. I forgot to write my baby b. Take your b term and square it. So 4 squared is 16. R squared is R squared. You're going to do the rest. You're going to do those. Okay? You finish. Star. Star. Zach, the star means that's what you do. All right, so conversely, when you have a minus b squared, when you're subtracting now, you're going to always end up with this. Let's see this. So if we FOIL this, we're saying a minus b times a minus b. And when we FOIL this, everybody, we end up with a times a, which is a squared, a times negative b, which is negative ab. Negative b times a, always in alphabetical order, is negative ab. And then negative b times negative b is b squared. Uh-oh, change of signs. Negative times negative is a positive. When you combine your OI, you end up with negative 2ab. So you're going to always square your first term, 2 times your outer and inner, and then square your last term. All right, that's all we're doing. That's all we're going to do. So guess what we're about to do? What we just did. We're going to do. All right, so using the shortcut, take your x, which is your a, this is your b. Only works, y'all, when we're squaring a binomial, okay? So we take our a and we square it. Minus 2 times 6, which is 12. I always start with a number. And then 12 times x is 12x. I think I always start with a number. I think last time I did this and then I doubled it. I just lied. Y'all forgive me. And then plus b, this is my b, square it, 36. Done. Using my shortcut of a and b, square u, yeah, y squared minus 2 times y. I'm just showing y'all the same thing, which is 2y, and 2y times negative, well, I already got my negative there. 2y times 7 is 14, so 14y. And take my b term, square it, 49. Guess what you're going to do? The rest. Here, here, and here. Okay? Now, to all the people, Esther, I feel you in my heart. And you're just like, I'm not even going to do that. I don't care nothing about this little shortcut. I'm going to always write them twice. Well, you go right ahead with your bad stuff. I don't care. Take off. We're going to be done 10 minutes before you get done. All right? Great. Okay, let's look at the last one. So, this is special. Now, this is really special. And it's really good because, y'all, when we start factoring, oh my gosh, y'all's lives, I promise you. I'm just trying to help them now. I can do all I can do. So a plus b times a minus b. So I'm multiplying a binomial by, I'm adding them and then I'm subtracting them and I'm multiplying them together. Okay, I'm popular. My phone just went off. All right, so a plus b times a minus b. Okay, so when I multiply a binomial by the same one that I had in the beginning and I just subtracted it, watch what happens. Now, there's a better way for me to say this, but I'm just at a loss for words right now. So a times a is a squared. A times negative b is negative ab. A times B, I'm sorry, y'all, my mind was thinking. I forgot I was recording. Is AB, and B times negative B is negative B squared. Now, what happens with your OI? Negative AB, this is a little shortcut that I tried to get y'all to see yesterday. Well, really the day before yesterday because it's community service projects. Shout out to 2018. And y'all didn't, so I was just like, y'all just, I didn't say disgust me. I said I'm disappointed. I'm gonna move on. So right here, negative AB and AB cancel out. So you really see you end up with A squared minus B squared, which is in the future called the difference of squares. I was hoping somebody say, oh, it's just you end up with this first term squared minus this second term squared, but nobody said that, so nobody got extra credit. Yeah. So this is really special. In the last 4 minutes I have left to break this down, it's not going to take that long because I'm a beast, get on my level. But it's special because when you take the sum of the same thing and multiply it by the difference, to binomials like this, you always end up with this because your outer and inner term are different signs. You multiply them, and they will always cancel. Hence, 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 here we go. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. We see the sum and the difference of the two binomials. All right? I can't say it right. See it one day. So we know using the shortcut, this is A and B, A and B. I'm still popular. They love me. And then you end up with A squared. It's about to write A squared, y'all. A is my X squared, minus my B squared. That's it. If I were to fold this out, I'll get X squared minus XY plus XY minus Y squared. And then the XY and the negative XY will cancel out. Simple as that, y'all. This is my A. I'm just going to write one A and one B because y'all get the point. It is this binomial. I'm subtracting here and I'm adding the same number here. And so here we have A, which is my X squared, minus B squared. B is 4, 16. One more, and you do the last three. Right here, right here. This is my A. This is my, yes, I expect you to write everything I write. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, so I have M squared, which is M to the 4th, right? And then B, 5 squared is 25. Now, this shortcut is really useful, right? All right, Esther, yeah, Carmen. Oh, I forgot. How did I not mention Carmen? Hey, Carmen, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you learning this lesson. It's pretty simple. You've been smart lately too. Oh, wow. Okay, great. So, I said I was gonna keep the jokes down. I hope y'all not getting in trouble. I'm sorry. Tell the teacher on me. But I wasn't too funny today. So this is called special products. You know why? Because we use if I can talk, a special little equation to get us there, little expression, special products. When you're multiplying, you're squaring a binomial, always ends up like this. You're squaring a binomial when you have a subtraction sign, always ends up like this. And if you're multiplying the binomial by the same numbers, but you're changing the sign, you always end up with this. All right, it's been great, y'all. I got nothing but great love for y'all as I sound. This is ugly green. Mr. O'Neill, it's been real. It's been great. Have a wonderful life. I know you miss me. I miss you too. Bye.